Never trust someone who offers too many answers, especially when you didn't ask the right questions to begin with. Ben thought he was being clever, sneaky, strategic, but all he really did was open a door he should have left shut. It started with a feeling, that cold knot in your gut when something's off. No proof, no facts, just a silence that feels a little too heavy, a smile that lingers too long when it should have faded already. Ben wasn't a jealous type, not usually, but over the past few months, something changed between him and his wife, Julia. They still talked, still shared the same bed, still laughed, at times. But her eyes didn't match her words anymore. She'd say she was tired, but her phone buzzed at 1 a.m. She'd say it was work, but her perfume was too strong for spreadsheets. She stopped asking about his day, stopped leaning into him when they watched TV, stopped letting him touch her when the lights were off. He didn't want to jump to conclusions, but something in her had drifted. Something was missing. He tried bringing it up, casually. She brushed it off, said she was stressed, tired, hormonal. Don't make a big deal, she'd say, with that half smile that didn't reach her eyes. He didn't press. Not at first. But it ate at him. Every single day. So, one night, when she went out with coworkers, he followed her. Well, not him exactly. He hired someone. A private investigator. Straight out of one of those rainy detective movies. Leather jacket, stubbled chin, quiet voice. Name was Marcus. Ben found him online. Said he was discreet. Said he was fast. Said he was thorough. And he was. Within a week, Marcus sent Ben photos. Grainy, and slightly blurred, but unmistakable. Julia was getting into another man's car. Not once, but 3 times. Same guy, same black Audi, same smug grin on his face. Ben stared at the photos for hours. He didn't cry, didn't scream, didn't even confront her. He just waited. Waited for the right time to catch her red-handed. But then something strange happened. She stopped going out. Stopped checking her phone. Stopped staying late at work. She was suddenly available? Too available. She started cooking dinner again. Smiling more. Touching him, like she used to. Ben should have been happy. He should have felt relief. But instead, it made his skin crawl. Because she was trying too hard. Fixing something. Out of guilt. He called Marcus. Asked him if Julia had ended things with the guy. There was a pause. Too long. Like Marcus wasn't expecting that question. Then he said, "Looks like it." Ben didn't buy it. So, he asked Marcus to keep watching her. Just to be sure. Marcus agreed. And that was the last time Ben ever saw his wife. Gone. Just like that. She left for work one morning and never came back. Her phone went straight to voicemail. Her office said she hadn't shown up. Her car? Still parked outside their house. Nothing was stolen. No signs of forced entry. No goodbye note. No cryptic message. Just silence. Ben called Marcus, panicked. But Marcus didn't answer. He left messages. Dozens. No response. He even drove to the office, listed on Marcus's website. It was empty. Vacant. Like no one had been there in years. That's when the cracks started to spread, fast. Ben filed a missing person report. The cops searched. Checked traffic cameras. Interviewed friends. But they came up with nothing. The guy in the Audi? No license plate. No name. No records. Like he'd never existed. Ben was left alone. With questions that felt like knives. Where was she? Had she run away? Had the guy done something to her? Or worse? Had Marcus? He went through the photos again. Studied them for hours. And something hit him. Something small. But chilling. In every single photo. There was a shadow. Not cast by Julia. Not by the car. But from behind the camera. Like someone was standing, just out of frame. Watching. Not Marcus. Someone else. Ben zoomed in. Pixel by pixel. There, barely visible. A reflection in the Audi's mirror. A second face. Pale, expressionless, eyes too wide. And not the driver's. He tried to call Marcus again. The number was disconnected. He checked his email. Gone. The website? Deleted. The pie he'd hired. Vanished like smoke. The more he looked, the more he realized something else. The photos Marcus sent weren't taken in public. One of them showed Julia inside a house. But not their house. Someone else's. How did he get that shot? Had she let him in? Or had he broken in? Ben couldn't stop thinking about it. He started dreaming about Marcus. Standing at the foot of his bed, smiling, his eyes glazed over. And behind him, a figure. Watching from the hallway. Each time he woke up, he felt cold. The kind of cold that settles in your bones. He started to see things. Footsteps in the hallway. Flickers in the corner of his eyes. Whispers behind closed doors. But when he opened them, nothing. No one. The police closed the case, after 2 months. No leads. No suspects. Maybe she ran off. But Ben didn't believe that. Not anymore. He dug deeper. Found a forum online, about shady private investigators. Scammers, stalkers. Even violent ones. He typed Marcus's name. One result. A woman's post, 4 years old. My sister went missing, after hiring a man named Marcus. Beware. He messaged her. No reply. He searched public records. Found 5 women. Who had gone missing, within a year of hiring private investigators. All had hired someone named Marcus. Same vague description. Same silence after. Same vanishing act. Ben's chest tightened. His vision blurred. What had he brought into his home? He tried warning others. Posted on forums. Social media. But no one cared. No one listened. Then, one night, around 3 a.m., his phone lit up. Blocked number. He answered. Static. Then a voice. You should have left it alone. Click. Ben froze. His blood ran cold. He checked the windows. The locks. Nothing. But the next morning, there was something on his porch. An envelope. Inside, a photo of Julia. Eyes wide, mouth open, mid-scream. And behind her, Marcus, smiling, hand on her shoulder. Ben dropped the photo. There was something else, written on the back. You look too close. That night, he heard the door creak open. But when he checked, it was locked. Still, he felt it. That someone was inside the house. Watching him. Waiting. He started sleeping with the lights on. TV running. Knife under his pillow. But the shadows still moved. He began talking to himself. Or maybe to them. Where is she? Why me? What do you want? No answers. Just silence. Until one night, he found another photo on his pillow. It was him. Sleeping. Taken from inches away. He moved out the next day. Changed his number. Deleted his online accounts. Started over, somewhere far. But it didn't help. Because you can't outrun something you invited in. Sometimes at night, he still hears Julia's voice. Calling his name. Begging for help. Whispering things he can't quite understand. And sometimes, when he looks in the mirror, he sees someone else, standing behind him. Not Julia. Not Marcus. But that pale figure from the photos. Eyes too wide. Mouth stitched shut. Watching. Always watching. Ben doesn't sleep much anymore. He just waits. Because he knows. He's next. And whatever Marcus was, he wasn't working alone. He was just the one who answered the call. But the thing behind him? That's the one who never leaves. The one you can't hide from. Not even when you close your eyes. Because that's when it whispers. That's when it reaches out and drags you in. Like it did with Julia. Like it did with the others. And now, it's only a matter of time before the last photo is taken. And there's no one left to find it. Watch the next story before the lights go out. And like, share, and subscribe.